Rise of identity politics. In that you need to know the traces of identity politics. Before that, what is identity politics? It is a tendency of a people of a particular religion, race, even social background, etc. Why? To form an exclusive union alliances, moving away from the traditional broad-based party politics. Or in other words, it means a pattern of belongingness. Belongingness means a feeling of being together in a particular group. So identity politics is a pattern of belongingness, a search for comfort and approach to community. It attempts to attain empowerment, representation and recognition of social groups. So let's know in detail. Actually, identity politics is not too old a concept. Ellie Kaufman, she is a political organizer, activist and even a journalist. So, Ellie Kaufman traced the origin of identity politics to Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee of United States in early 1960s. It is a civil rights group formed to give the younger black more of the voice in the civil rights movement. You can expect one question: who identified identity politics? So the answer is L.A. Kaufman. She traced the origin of identity politics to the Students Nonviolent Co-Coordinating Committee of United States in early 1960s. And Barbara Smith. She is an American lesbian feminist and a socialist who played significant role in building and sustaining black feminism in United States. And the Combahee River Collective. So the Combahee River Collective was an instrument in highlighting both the white feminist movement and civil rights movement were not addressing their particular needs as a black woman and as a black lesbian more specifically. So Barbara Smith and the Combahee River collectively coined the identity politics in 1977. The identity politics is of recent origin though got its legitimacy. Legitimacy means conformity to the law in United States between 1950 to 1960s in the movements of lesbians, black civil rights, wave of feminists, etc. The movement became prominent only in 1980s with gay movement, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, that is LGBT, gay rights movement. Identity politics is notably found in class movements like feminist movements, disability movements, ethnic movements. Movements of minority are also the important of identity politics. Globalization. Globalization means integration of an economy to the world economy and even liberalization. Liberalization means the process of liberating the economy from various regulatory mechanisms and elimination of custom and tariff. So globalization, liberalization and the setback to the socialist principle led to the rise of identity politics. Crisis of identity is a fundamental reason for the rise of identity struggles in several parts of the world. Before that, you need to know what is crisis of identity or identity crisis. Suppose you are a famous athlete. You lose your capacity due to serious injury in your knees. By that means you lost every opportunities you can run further. This leads to depression. Later it terms as crisis of identity. You think that I lost my everything, my fame, my personality, everything. This is what termed as crisis of identity. So crisis of identity is a fundamental reason for the rise of identity struggle in several parts of the world. Each individual, every culture, every language, religion and region are unique in their own way. A community may be poor economically but rich in cultural heritage and love to retain its identity. A person can forget the laws of wealth but does not forget his inherent caste, culture, language, religion and region. Laws of identity means laws of one's own entity. Here it tells that laws of identity means the laws of one's own life. Behind every national movement and freedom struggle, there are several causes of identity loss. According to Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR in 1948, every citizen, irrespective of nationality, Economic standard, lesbian or conventionalist, has an inseparable human right of equal opportunities, treatment, practice, participation, etc. The trend today is individual or group identity, not national or universal identity. Various political parties, neither big or small, whether it is national or regional wise, are appealing or requesting to the voters on sectarian basis, namely language, region, caste, religion, river, race, etc. Here it tells that some of the political parties supports a specific identity based on languages, region, caste, religion, river, race, etc. Even governments announce popular programs on the basis of caste and community, gender, local or territorial basis. Thus, identity politics begins to raise its head. Identity politics. Let's know the meaning. Identity politics is a pattern of belongingness. Belongingness means feeling of belonging to a particular group. So, identity politics is a pattern of belongingness, a search for comfort, an approach to community. It attempts to attain empowerment, representation, and recognition in social groups. Identity politics is defined by one's own identity based on race, ethnicity, gender, language, religion. It is the politics of recognition and a movement to claim recognition. A person may have multiple identities, but he perceives or conscious about single identity at a time.